Welcome to our channel, where every week we bring to you a new synthetic tale read to you by AI. Each story filled with twists and turns, excitement and adventure. Whether you're in the mood for a heartwarming romance, a spine-tingling thriller, or a magical fantasy, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and let us transport you to a world of endless possibilities. Now let's begin.
The battle against the Shadow Coven. A tale of four heroes. In a world where magic and monsters coexisted, there lived a kingdom ruled by a wise and just queen. The kingdom was peaceful and prosperous, but one day, an evil group of wizards known as the Shadow Coven threatened the land. They had discovered the secret to summoning an army of zombies, and they used this power to conquer neighboring kingdoms and spread fear throughout the land. The queen knew that she had to do something to stop the Shadow Coven, but she was powerless to act alone. That was when she called upon the four greatest heroes of the kingdom: Gabriel, the brave warrior with a shining sword; Emrys, the skilled archer with a keen eye; Merlin, the wise wizard with unmatched magical power; and Lyrian, the cunning rogue with a talent for strategy. The four heroes accepted the queen's call to arms, and together, they set out to stop the Shadow Coven and their zombie horde. They traveled through forests, across mountains, and over rivers, facing danger and overcoming obstacles at every turn. As they journeyed, they discovered that the Shadow Coven was even more powerful than they had imagined. The wizards had formed a coven, and they were using their magic to control the minds of the zombie horde and manipulate the people of the kingdom. But the heroes were not deterred. They knew that they had to stop the Shadow Coven at any cost, and they were determined to save the kingdom and restore peace to the land. Finally, after many weeks of travel, the heroes reached the Shadow Coven's lair. It was a dark and ominous castle, built on top of a towering cliff overlooking the kingdom. The heroes knew that this would be the greatest test of their skills, and they prepared for the final battle. As they approached the castle, the Shadow Coven sent their zombie horde to stop them. The heroes fought bravely, cutting down the zombies one by one. With Gabriel's sword, Emrys' bow, Merlin's magic, and Lyrian's cunning, they made their way closer to the castle, determined to reach the Shadow Coven and put an end to their evil once and for all. The battle was intense, and the Shadow Coven was a formidable opponent. But the heroes were determined, and they pushed forward, fighting with all their might. The Shadow Coven unleashed their dark magic, raining bolts of energy down upon the heroes. But the heroes stood their ground, fighting back with everything they had. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the heroes were slowly but surely gaining the upper hand. The Shadow Coven's dark magic was weakening, and their numbers were thinning. With one final burst of energy, the heroes made a desperate push, hoping to break through the enemy's defenses and reach the Shadow Coven. Finally, the heroes reached the Shadow Coven's throne room. The wizards stood before them, their faces twisted with evil and their eyes glowing with dark magic. The final battle was about to begin. In a fierce and intense battle, the heroes fought the Shadow Coven with all their might. Gabriel's sword sliced through the air, Emrys' arrows found their mark, Merlin's magic exploded with power, and Lyrian's cunning allowed them to evade the enemy's attacks. In the end, it was Gabriel who delivered the final blow, striking down the leader of the Shadow Coven with a powerful blow from his sword. The Shadow Coven was defeated, and the kingdom was safe once more. The heroes returned to the capital, where they were hailed as heroes and given a great celebration in their honor. The kingdom was at peace once again, and the heroes lived out the rest of their lives in the glory of their victory. And so, the story of Gabriel, Emrys, Merlin, and Lyrian's bravery was told and retold for generations. inspiring new generations of heroes to rise up and defend the kingdom from evil. The kingdom was forever remembered as a land of heroes, where bravery and courage were always in high supply.
And that's the end of the story. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching Synthetic Tales, the AI storyteller. We'll be back soon with another story. Until then, farewell.